Good morning, everybody. It's Sunday, quarter past 11 here in Ireland. And today we will have our talk online, but next week will be face to face in Dublin. So, uh, I hope everything's okay with you and your family. And we shall start. I can see people are joining. Thank you. Welcome, everybody. And while I can see, hey Danny, good morning. While I see people joining, let's start with our initial prayer. So let's raise up our thoughts towards our mentors of the SSI, mentors of this country. Ask them to enlighten ourselves, to giving us strength, courage, to overcome the problems, overcome the challenge. At the same time, help those brothers and sisters who are in depression, thinking about suicide, those who are without shelter. So be it. Amen. Okie dokie. So we have to to start here. And today's topic is never give up. Never give up. It is a message on the book Living Spring. Is Max message 61. And Emmanuel put the title Never Give Up. Okay, when we think about never give up, what's come up to your mind? Of course, never give up. So, bom dia, Marcela. So, it means like never give up, I know. But it's it's funny because we know, oh, never give up, don't do it. Oh, but it's easy when we do this, when we give some advice for someone. But when it happens to us and someone say, oh, never give up, probably, probably, of course, will depend on the how intense is the problem, but probably the first thing you're gonna say is, oh, this guy doesn't know anything about my problem. He thinks it's too easy, but I know how hard it is. Or sometimes this never give up. I be beside you, give you courage. It is the hand you need at that time to move on. And I like to say there is not always flowers in our pathway. We do need the bad moments. And why we needed these bad moments? We needed these because this is the moments when we grow. If you look back, all the challenges you have faced so far, every time you came out from a challenge and you do a self analysis, I guarantee you will say you get out of this challenge stronger than when you face the challenge. Oh, but you may have asked, say now, oh, but why I need to to face those problems. And let's let's talk about it. Did you deserve? I don't know. I don't know. But I'm sure you have asked for yourself in your prayers for God to give you strength, for God to give you patience, for God to give you love, for God to give you health, for God to give you uh, courage. I'm pretty sure you have asked this in your prayers. I'm pretty sure. And when you asked for courage, He gave you moments in which you needed to exercise your courage, dangerous moments in which you needed to go over your limits. When you ask God to exercise your love, He put you in your path, opportunity to exercise your charity. People asking your help, people asking for a plate of food, for even money. When you ask it for patience, He will put you through moments in which you need to exercise your patience, moments in you need to listen. A person who you say, oh my gosh, again, she's talking about this again, or he's talking about this again. When you ask for strength, he gave you opportunity to overcome moments in which you needed to pick up your pieces, stand up, and move on. In conclusion, we can say your prayer, our prayer, was fulfilled in 100%. And the problem it is with us because when we do this such prayer, we we are looking for wonderful moments, beautiful moments, without suffering, without problems, without anything. Um, I don't know. Like let's see the example you most are more familiar with, those who are in Ireland. When you decided to come to Ireland, you may have kind of expectations, but when you arrived here, probably your expectations was wrong. Your expectation was kind wrong. Your expectations were okay, but you didn't think it was too challenge. But look, there are people here 20 years, 15 years like me, 40 years. Oh, I just spent 1 year in Ireland and it's going to the 54th year. And the person who left the airport I don't know, 20, 15, 4 years ago, and the person you are now, how much you have growth? And what's moved you during these times? Never give up. You never give up. Unfortunately, sometimes we connect this never give up with kind of proud. Oh, I will show them. I will win. I will do better. I will stay okay. I'm. This is good. Yes and no. Yes, because this proud is pushing you going forward. Bad because you're using this proud. How this proud it's affecting you. You're having this proud in a sense of revenge, in a sense of uh, uh, um, diminishing somebody, or you have this proud in order to say, okay, I'm using this, but if it's not the way I was thinking, I have no problems in stand up my hand and say, hey, I made a mistake, but I never give up. And then I change it, my objectives. Then is a good proud because you are able to recognize your weaknesses. You are able to recognize the difficulties. You were able to change your plan or to adapt your plan, and then you move on. And if sometimes you feel the need to say, oh, I'm so sorry because I thought it was this way, but it's a different way. Apologies. So I'm saying you are on the right path. So you use your proud to move forward, but you are with your feet on the ground. And this feet on the ground is able to tell you to say the truth. Okay? Good morning, Julio. So let's start to read the message. This was a brief reflection about never give up. So always pray and never give up. This is in Luke 18:1. Do not let external problems, including those involving your own body, render you incapable of working on your self-elimination. As long as you are living on a plane of practice such as the earth, you will continue to be confronted with problems and sufferings. Full stop here. As long as you are living on a plane of practice such as the earth. So, if you are incarnated now, you need to practice. If you think you don't need to practice, if you think you should be in a better situation, I'm so sorry you took the wrong bus. But for those who are here, we need to face challenge. Challenge like being employed, challenge like health problems, challenge like um, family problems, challenge like earthquake like we just recently had in Syria and Turkey, challenge like war in Ukraine, challenge like starvation in Africa, challenge like poverty. So all these are challenges. Challenge like being rich, be a politician. What kind of politician you want to be? So everything is a challenge. I don't mind if you are a coffee shop worker or if you're a CEO of a company. You're always gonna have challenges. You always have to overcome this challenge. You always need to practice. And you need to practice because this is the essence of this word. Because we need to grow. We need to become a better person. We need to become a better, first of all, human being, then a better spirit for tomorrow. And when we start to think that today it is my first day of who are gonna be tomorrow, things start to change. You want to be a better professional. Have you studied? Are you dedicating yourself? You want to be an influencer or something? Are you practicing? So everything we need to practice. Everything we need to train. Let's keep going here. A lesson learned is something that leads to more lessons. Sure, like a video game. Those who likes to play a video game. Let's say this this game here, there are many phases. I don't know. Let's say 1 to 10. Okay, phase one is a lot easier compared to phase 10. Phase two, it is a little bit more difficult than phase one, but it is a lot easier than phase 10. Phase three is a little bit more difficult compared to phase one. It is easy compared to phase two, but is difficult compared to phase 10. What it does mean? It means that you 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 cannot go to phase 10 straight away without having the experiences from phase 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. And when we do our prayers, we ask God to always put us on the phase 10. And if He put us on phase 10, we will be not ready. We will have difficulties. We will need the other phases in order to understand phase 10. Let's keep going here. Behind a mystery solved lie other mysteries. The purpose of a school is none other than teaching, practicing, and improving. Thus, be filled with enthusiasm and goodwill in every situation. Every situation. Then he put a comment here. Uh, and also, even though the stages are going to be more challenging, difficult at the same time, we get more confidence. Exactly. That's why the next phase is always harder than the previous phase because they're more challenge. You need to exercise. You need to use your the thing. I'm not saying this, of course. I found myself struggling so many times recently. Everybody, Danny, everybody. Let's go back to the times when you were in the but more brave. Sorry, I'm still recovering. Yeah, yeah, it is. It is. Well, can you imagine you put someone, let's say, a children, 6 years old. Let's bring these children to the college. Last year of the college. These children gonna be lost in the classroom. These children is gonna be what are they talking about? Why? She will need to get learn how to write, learn how to read, learn how to do maths, learn how to do writing, and so on until she finished the college. With challenge, like Danny said. New challenge, of course. But this new challenge you are having means you do have everything in yourself to overcome that challenge. That's the point I want to reach here today, friends. This is the point. Doesn't matter how hard, how big, how deep, how painful it is the challenge you are suffering now, you are facing now. You do have all skills, all abilities, or everything to overcome it. The point is never give up. Sometimes some skills are sleeping and you need to awake those skills. Sometimes you need to do something in order to find new ideas, find a new path. But the thing is, if you face a problem, it's because you do have everything to overcome this problem. I know some people are not is disagreeing with me, saying, "Oh, it's easy." It's easy for me saying here. Yes, of course. I read the chapter. I made my analysis here, and I'm here. But this is this is for me as well. I do have my own problems. Perhaps my problems are easy than your problems, or the other way around. But what I can guarantee to you, I have the skills to resolve my problems, and you have the skills to resolve your problems. Let's keep going here. The purpose of a school is none other than teaching, practicing, and improving. This is the earth. The earth is a school for ourselves. Thus, be filled with enthusiasm and goodwill in every situation. Danny says here, how to identify these skills to overcome. It will be good exercise to practice. Danny, you already gave the answer. I don't know which skills we need. We need just to exercise. We need to, instead of get desperate, we need to say, hey, wait a minute. Try to analyze the problem from let me use this analogy here. When you are in a road, let's imagine, okay, you are in a path, you're in a road. You don't know what you have. Like if you're driving, you don't have a sight view more than 500 meters. Okay, if you're walking on these roads, you don't have a visibility more than 20, 50 meters. You don't know what's coming next. Okay, agree with me? But let's say this road is down and there is a hill beside it. So you decided to get out of the road and you decided to climb the hill and go to the top of the hill. When you reach this top of the hill, you you have a better visibility the road you were. I don't know how many kilometers, but you can see far. You see, oh, there I have this rain here. That is a detour there. Here we have no places to fill up my car with gasoline, so I needed to fill up it way before. So you kind of see the challenges, the problems you face when you are in the road. And this is what I'm proposing to you to do right now. Instead of get desperate, because when we get desperate, when you get, wow, it's we are kind of blind. We just want to get rid of that painful moment. And what we decide to do, we decide to take decisions. Sometimes these decisions we will regret. We will hurt someone. We will say things to someone we didn't want to say. We will feel alone. What I'm saying is, once you face a challenge, give a step back. Meditate. Try to go up the hill. Try to see, look back and see what happened, what the challenge you may have in front of you. Try to slow down. Then you take your decision. This is guaranteed. This is gonna be work. No, but I guarantee to you, doing this, you will have less chance to hurt and to do more mistakes. Danny, yeah, Danny. But there is an expression in English that is really like, I really like. Let me sleep on it. Yes, sleep on it. Don't you don't need to take a decision today. Sleep on it. We talk tomorrow. Let's go in here. Thus, be filled with enthusiasm. Oh, I already read this. You were placed. amidst a thousand strange obstacles, so that by overcoming outer difficulties, you may learn to surpass your inner limitations. We already have said that. As long as humankind has not adapted to the new light, you will live surrounded by troubling tears, thoughtless attitudes, and bad sentiments. This is Earth. No? We are surrounded by troubling tears. We are surrounded by thoughtless attitudes. We are surrounded by bad sentiments. Always be willing to forgive and help so that you do not miss a glorious opportunity for spiritual growth. Remember, all the afflictions that have beset the Christian's spirit in the world ever since the Lord's coming. What has become of the Sanhedrin that condemned the heavenly friend to death? Here, Emmanuel is referring to Paul, and Paul, who at the time of Saul, he condemned Stephen. If you don't know this, the must have book to read it is Paul and Stephen. We do have this in English, we do have this in Portuguese, we do have this, I think, even in Polish, in many other languages, but I must have. That is a book with a perfect example how to overcome a problem, how to use our wrongdoings as a lesson to become a better person. Must read Poe and Stephen. What has become of the proud, domineering Romans? Where are the persecutors of the nascent gospel? Where are the soldiers who caused the dark rivers of blood and sweat to flow around the gospel? What has become of the shredder rules that fought and did business in the name of the crucified renewer? where are where is the darkness of the Middle Ages? Where are the politicians and inquisitors of every sort who torture in the name of the magnificent benefactor? Here, Emmanuel is referring especially a kind of travel from the Roman age and to the medieval times. Roman age because the Christians were persecuted and they thrown to the arenas, beasts ate those guys. They really suffered a lot, you know. Then we have then we have the episode of the Crusades, in which they kill villages, populations, cities in name of God. And this is still causing trouble to us because when we talk, especially here in Europe, when we talk with someone non-Brazilian, let's say, it's from Europe here, from France, from Spain, from Ireland, from Germany, they still have these hidden somewhere because they have killed in name of God, in name of good. Then we go to Second World War, in which they did the atrocities with Jewish people in name of God as well. This better thing. So how are we gonna tell someone, oh, God is good? The first question come up to their minds is why. You need to be ready to answer that question. But this is a topic for us, another talk. Swept away by time over the cliffs of ash, they strengthen and solidify the pedestal of light of which the image of Christ shines every shines ever more glorious in the governance of the centuries. So swept away by time, not swept away every no, by time. So by time means remember the game. Each stage you swept away the ashes. Ashes thing was were dead. You don't need anymore. So put away. Oh, I don't need this proud. I don't need this selfishness. I don't need this um, wrongdoing here. I don't need this ego here. I don't need this whatever problem you have. I don't need this. You are swept away, but by time. Focus on endeavor of helping for the common good, bearing your cross on the road to divine resurrection. When caught off guard by unpleasant surprises along the way, remember that before anything else, the most important thing is to pray always, toiling, serving, learning, loving, and never give up. Beautiful what Emmanuel said here. It's beautiful what Kardec says. When caught off guard, so when a problem reaches you and you are not expecting that problem, remember that before anything else, the most important thing is to pray, toiling, serving, learning, loving, and never give up. Okay? And with this, I finish the chapter. But that's the message today. Never give up, my friends. How hard it is. Um, I was reading um, this earthquake in Turkey. Just to let you know, guys, this on the newspaper. One of the childrens who were rescued after I don't know how many days. Um, Hi, Luciana. Thank you. Thank you. So, and the newspaper, the journalist, they're asking the children, okay, hey, um, did you feel hungry? Did you never think you're gonna die while you were there? Um, and the kid said to the journalist, well, when I was thirsty, the woman in white came and gave me water. When I was hungry, the woman in white came and gave me food. This is a proof to everybody that we are not alone. A kid, Turkish kid, that's no connection with spiritism whatsoever, with spiritual world. They didn't even think about it. Sad it is. How a woman in white could reach the kid to give water and food if the kid was, I don't know, under 5, 10 floors of a building, a collapsed building. We are never alone, my friends, and we will be never alone. Just pay attention. Just pay attention to what's happening to you. And probably you will see this woman, this child, this man in white always helping you, showing to you where to go without interfering in your free will. Okie dokie, my friends. I want to say thank you for all the message, Dani, Luciana, Adilson. Thank you, Adilson. Blessed Sunday for you too. Marcela, Julio. So all those who wrote here messages and those who didn't wrote anything, but it's listen us or will listen us. So thank you very much, my friends. Let's do our final prayer. Master Jesus, please never give up on us. Always guide us to the right path. Always show us the right path. Awakening the skills we need to learn. We need to work. We need to exercise. But never let us alone. So be it. Amen. Okay? Thank you so much. I'll see you uh, Tuesday. I have the talk. We have Tuesday at 8:30 our healing session, virtual healing. Wednesday, the study, group study. Thursday, talk again. And um, Sunday, we will have our face to face meeting. Okay? Thank you very much, my friends. Have a lovely weekend, Sunday weekend, no? Enjoy your time and God be with us always. Thank you.